Halo guys, jumpa lagi dengan saya Andre Damar dari Print Graphic Channel. Saat ini di hari ketiga pagelaran pameran Allprint Indonesia Expo di Jakarta International Expo Kemayoran. Dan pameran ini sangat luar biasa, meriah, ramai sekali. Nah, saat ini saya sedang berada di stand Heidelberg bersama Mr. Niklas Kamp from Heidelberg, Indonesia. President Director, how are you, Mr. Nick?
Very good.
Nice to meet you too.
Yes.
After interview in China, the last in China,
Yes.
China Print. Now in Allprint 25. How about your opinion, Allprint?
Right. Yeah, first of all, warm welcome to all your viewers, but also to you, Andre. It's always a pleasure. We meet here now the second year in a row since I came to Indonesia.
Yes.
So it's really great to be here again. Allprint is for us really the most important show here in Indonesia for the print and packaging industry. And we are really happy to take part again in this nice building. And you can see our booth is quite big, to be honest, because we want to really underline the importance of the Indonesian market for Heidelberg in general, but also of course for Heidelberg Indonesia. And what you can see here is we have different solutions in this booth. We have solutions for the packaging segment, but also of course solutions for the commercial. And also we talk about our label solutions and about our Prenect. So we are, I would say, the only supplier at this exhibition who can really offer everything for the printing industry. So yeah, we are happy to be here. Just open the doors. So far it's good. I hope we have many exhibitors and many visitors today, and we are looking forward. Yeah.
Okay. How about the global event like Label Expo Europe in Barcelona and Heidelberg exhibit there?
Yes, yeah, we had a great booth also at Barcelona at this year's Label Expo. It was really successful, I must say. I think it was the best Label Expo we ever had at the Heidelberg Gallus Group. And we introduced two new machines. We introduced the Gallus 5 for 100 meter per minute, linear meter per minute, our digital press. And we also launched the Gallus Alpha, an entry-level press for roll-to-roll. And we are really excited because we had many customers from Asia there. And it was a big success, and we are also looking forward because now in November we will get a Gallus 1, again hybrid press, to our Indonesia showroom. And we are looking forward for a nice open house there and for many customers and many demos. Yeah.
Okay.
So we are quite happy. Yeah.
Okay. After you become President Director of Heidelberg Indonesia, Heidelberg more aggressive to exhibit in the like Allprint two times. And before you come to Indonesia, Heidelberg Indonesia seldom to exhibit.
I mean, of course, it depends. Yeah, of course, before I came, we had the COVID years, right, which was in general difficult for exhibitions. But before we had at the Indoprint, we had a sheet fed press, if you remember. Yeah, and of course, I'm also asked, why don't you install a sheet fed press at this exhibition here? But I usually say it's not about that we have to convince customers of our sheet fed offset solutions. Everyone knows that our products are good, and most of the customers and most of the people who come to the booth, they either already have a Heidelberg or have seen many Heidelbergs at other print shops. So for us, it's really to show to the existing Heidelberg sheet fed offset user what else we can supply to them, to help them to increase the share of wallet. And also to expand to new technologies like we have here with the digital toner or with inspection machines, right, which is something which in Indonesia is a lot of manual work at the moment still. But there we really want to help our customers to show what is possible to expand the business, and that's why we say we don't exhibit really sheet-fed offset here. For that we have the China Print, we have the Drupa, but here it's really about the complementary technologies for our print shop owners.
Okay. And the attendance of Heidelberg Indonesia make influence to the other vendors, the manufacturer, and they join too because of Heidelberg.
Yeah, sure. I mean, up to them, of course. I think Heidelberg is for sure one of the strongest magnets in the industry, and we are happy to be here. But I think it's really important to be present. To also show that we are really serious about this business, about this market. You can see the team, and it's also good for us because we still meet people. Also personally, myself, I have not met before, and all of a sudden you sit here and you talk about with a print shop who maybe is today in the offset and really talks with us. How can we get into the label market? We really want to do something different, additional, and these are really the events where possibilities like that come up. And that's why we really appreciate to be at exhibitions like this Allprint. Yeah.
What is your opinion about the printing business in Indonesia? Like packaging, like cigarette, and folding carton and the others.
Yeah.
What is your opinion about the culture of Indonesian printers?
Okay. Yeah, I must say, of course, if you talk about the business development, Indonesia for us still has a huge potential, because for sure demographically, but also from the income. Yeah, the income of the households will increase, the spending power will increase over time, and that's why we really feel that the packaging industry in Indonesia has still a bright future. Of course, we must admit that at the moment there is some struggle. Yeah, we see at some customers the demand is going down, but nevertheless, there is the need to invest and to really be better than the competition. And that's why many of our customers buy Heidelberg, or especially buy also our workflow solutions, because they have to differentiate. Yeah, if the market gets more competitive, they have to, only the strong will survive. Only the ones who innovate, the ones who really invest also not just in a sheet fed press, but also into software, into workflow, into consulting, into good color management. These are really the things where you can differentiate to offer your end customer the value add. And this is where clearly in Indonesia I see the culture is good, because we have the print shop owners who really embrace this change and do this change and transformation together with us. But for sure, the ones who do not innovate, I'm not sure if they will be around in another 3, 4, 5 years. Yeah, we have to see that. Yeah, but in the end, that's their own choice, right? And we are only there to support.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Nick. Maybe the last question. I'm interested about the tagline, home of print. Is this the philosophy of Heidelberg?
Yes. Yeah, we understand.
What's the meaning?
Sure.
Home of print.
Well, the home of print is our Heidelberg PMC, our print media center in Heidelberg. Yeah, you can see it basically in the back here. That's my colleague Frank. And there we have all our sheet fed presses and all our solutions. And we understand ourselves as the home of print, because for us it's not the home of offset, but it's the home of print. So in the home of print in our Heidelberg headquarters, you will find offset, you will find digital inkjet, you will find digital toner, you will find Flexo narrow web, you will find Flexo wide web, and you will find all the auxiliary products. Yeah, you will find a CTP to make offset plates, you will find the IntelliMatch where we can inspect sleeves for our wide web Flexo machines, and you will find all the post-press equipment that you need really to finish a product, whether it's a Stahl folder, a Polar cutting machine, a folder gluer, an inspection machine, we have it all. That's why we really understand ourselves as the home of print, and when the printers come to us and the owners, they really feel like, wow, yeah, Heidelberg really has an environment which is application focused, but also innovative, for the printing industry.
Okay. And now the people, the public is not identically Heidelberg is traditional, only traditional offset. Now it's a very large segment.
Yes.
Digital too.
Definitely, because for us it is about complementary technologies.
Okay.
Our customers, they have the relation with the brand buyer, with the end customer, and it's not enough anymore for many of them to only supply the offset. If you think about the commercial market, there is a huge digitization shift in the industry. I just come back from Europe, where I visited 3 customers who already installed our Heidelberg Jetfire, our inkjet commercial machine, and you saw these presses standing in a print shop next to an XL 106, next to a Versafire. So for commercial users, offset is not enough. They have to offer the complementary technologies with a hybrid workflow, all integrated into Connect, and this is what makes them strong. If we only stick to offset as Heidelberg, we cannot offer our customers a full solution. But we want to be a full solution provider.
Okay, maybe this is the bonus question.
Yes, please, Andre.
Yeah, I have ever come to factory of Heidelberg in Wiesloh. I have come to Shanghai, PMC. But nowadays, Heidelberg never invite media from Indonesia to come there.
Right.
Why?
Yeah, I mean, again, we have to see, of course. Yeah, we have we have to see if it makes sense maybe with the next exhibition. Yeah, I would say maybe
Okay.
with the next Drupa we can think about that. Yeah.
Okay.
And of course that makes sense to then really combine it maybe with an exhibition. Yeah.
Okay, I hope I will be coming home there again.
Good.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr.
All right.
Nick, for
Yeah.
this interview. I hope you and Heidelberg will be success at All Print 25.
Thank you,
Okay,
Andre.
thank you so
Yeah.
much. See you. Oke guys, demikian wawancara saya bersama Mr. Niklas. Mudah-mudahan ini menjadi informasi yang sangat bermanfaat bagi para pegiat printing pada umumnya di Indonesia. Sampai jumpa di video-video berikutnya. Bye-bye.
All right.